The seat I sit on is really dodgy, by the way. It's a good start to the video. Also, I have to keep going back and forth before I do a video. It's quite annoying. Like, you just go check, 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 check. Because I don't have a monitor, so I can't even get myself in frame. So I've got to go check it's the right height, check when I do this, I'm not out of frame, which I think I still am because I didn't check that this time. I just want a camera with a flip screen. I think want a Panasonic one. I think it's Panasonic Lumix G7 or G9. Anyway, this is supposed to be a video about what you saw as the title, which is about this bag. Ow. Hit me in the face. And then the metal thing, which I'll talk about in a bit. It's also going to be what equipment is on my bag, but not what's in my bag, because I'll do that in a different video. That will be a totally different video. I'll do a what's in my bag 2019, because I'm sure you'll all love to know what's in my bag. But this is going to be what this Caden, I'll put the link to it in the description, but Caden photography bag basically is like. So if you're interested in anything like that, well, stay tuned. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so let's get straight into what is in this bag. I'm going to have to do B-roll clearly because it just covers up my face when I do this, and probably the microphone too. Hello microphone. Right, so it might be alright actually if I do that to you guys. There you go, you can see a bit more now. So it's looks like a normal bag. It's kind of a normal bag, but not really, because it's for photography. So let's start with front boring bit. It's just a pouch. Done. And then there's also a stupid one in the back, because you definitely need one in the back, because when you put anything in there you automatically become really uncomfortable and think, why did I put something in there? So don't do that. A drinks holder, which not the other model did have one, but I wanted one because drink holders is useful. It just had one of these pouches, which I'll get to in a bit, on both sides, and I thought that's a bit pointless because you can access it from the other side, so that's unnecessary. And it's got a little zipper here which fits a lens cap in absolutely perfectly, so stop you using your lens caps, even though I've lost 3 this year already. Well, I've only had this since March, I think. Yeah, anyway. Now, moving on to the bit more interesting bit. So it fits in a 13-inch laptop, absolutely perfect. A 13-inch Retina 2013 MacBook, or any 2013 one apart from the big old ones. I mean, any 13-inch. It probably fit nicely. Slim laptop. But once you've got your camera gear in the bottom, which I'll show you in a bit, there's not much width to the bag like that way. It gets all squished. So definitely a slim laptop is good. So it does this area here is for cameras, and that's the main reason I wanted it, because I wanted it to be like a normal bag that carries normal stuff, but also a camera. Because the other ones you like unzip the front, and then they're just like for camera stuff and organised camera stuff. And they can fit a laptop in, but you can't fit things like power banks, other bags, if you have like every slot in there filled with camera gear. So yeah, that's why I didn't want one of them. But inside it's got 4 little pouches. 2 are material, so you can stick stuff in them, and then the other 2 are like elasticated, stretchy ones for getting more in or securing things better, I don't know. And then this one, I also got the kind of upgraded one that has a USB port in it. So you can plug a power bank in, and here's the socket that goes in there. That's quite useful. And it comes with this little padlock as well, which I think is just a cheap one. It wouldn't stop anyone really getting in there. But it's better than someone just like walking up to your bag and unzipping it and seeing there's a load of equipment and walking off with it. It's a bit harder to just instantly know what's in there, if you know what I mean. I mean, they could still just take it probably. Anyway, that's that section. It's also got the little popper kind of design. I don't really see the point. I do use it, but I don't really see the point of it being there. I think it's just because there's 2 handles, which I guess it balances it out rather than like that. You lift the front up as well, gives it a bit more balance when you're lifting it. But then, obviously, the main part of the bag involving the camera stuff is when you undo it, you get a pull-out drawer. But there's also a little pouch inside here, which I keep cleaning stuff in. But yeah, so it comes with one divider, and this one's out my official Canon bag. So I've made 3 sections, one for the body, and then I've got 2 lenses, so they fit in there nicely. But it literally just slides out and slides in, so quite useful, to be honest. And then this cool thing, which I'll go through probably in more detail, but I'll probably link it in the description, is this capture plate. It's not from Peak Design, it's just a cheap £13 one, but it seems to work fine. It says it doesn't go in backpacks because the pins are really short for screwing in, but I managed to stand on it, squash it so much that I managed to get the things in. So yeah, it does fit. And then, like I said, the lens cap areas, very, very good indeed. But it also came with like a strap that went around your waist, but it's also removable, which is quite useful, which I do like, because sometimes dangling there when you're not using it is a bit pointless and in the way. And then down here it's got 2 tripod clips, so you can clip in a small tripod or something like that. But it's okay if you know you're going to use it, but if it's just like on there, like if you have a bag ready and you just take it and you don't know whether you're going to use your tripod, it's a bit annoying because it scratches it, and especially if you're not going to use it, then it's really just scratching it for the sake of it. You're basically putting it there to be scratched. So I took it off, and I'm only ever going to put it in there when I know I'm going to need it and I don't want to take another tripod or something like that. But yeah, it's also quite well padded and it's very comfortable to wear, I must say. And let's finish the video with it on my back. Very adjustable, and also these normally annoying things, they're also kept in by little elastic things so they don't flap around. Just like the cable, just like the ones that hold the tripod in at the bottom, they're all wrapped up so they don't dangle down or anything. But yeah, it works well. This I'll go through in the next time I talk about this bag, and what's in my bag and on my bag. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're a photographer, I would very much recommend this bag. It's quite a good bag. Yeah, and if you like this video, remember to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video next Wednesday.